Good afternoon, everybody. It's former Councillor Wes Cragg. It is Friday, November the 25th, 2022, and it is about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay, so I think this is the fourth or the fifth video on the Massey Harris 44 special. There's going to be one more after this one because I didn't give up. I felt like giving up, but I didn't give up. After speaking with Tractor Man 44, good guy, by the way, and one of my very good friends, Dennis, we went back at her. We tested the spark. I tested the electrical components, and I tested the spark plugs themselves. They all came up aces. So the problem had to be that the fuel wasn't getting to where it was supposed to get. And Denny told me to chuck out the old gas. And I didn't use the old gas. I put fresh gas in there. But he said, just use straight ether in there. And I'm like, okay, that's fair enough. But then I got to thinking, you know, in the first video or the second video, there was that carb that I didn't want to touch, so I just sprayed a bunch of carb cleaner in there. So today I touched it, and this is what we found out. So I was able to gently get these 4 bolts out. I stripped a couple of them, but you know, we got them out. And then I pulled this here carb off, and as you can see, it's got some algae in it. It's nasty. It's pretty freaking nasty in there. It's in pretty rough shape, and the floats themselves are crusty. They were crusty up in there, so there was no fuel in here. So there was absolutely not a drop of fuel in there, which means, and I blew out these lines. I did. I blew them out, so these lines were clear, which means that fuel was not getting from this line into this assembly, into this float, into this bowl. So what we're gonna do, yeah, look at that. Let's see if I can get underneath there for you. See if I can just kind of have a look-see. I don't know if you can see that any better than me. There you go. Maybe I can go a little bit lower. It's ugly. You know, it's ugly in there. There's no denying about that. So I'm gonna clean that out as best as I can. I'm gonna let it sit overnight with a bunch of gas in it, fresh gas, and then I'm gonna dump that out, and then we're gonna try it again one more time tomorrow. Cheers. Wish me luck.